Hello, Mas Iki, masih di mute. Hello, everyone.
I'm so sorry. Thank you very much for reminding Al. Okay,
Yes.
all right. Welcome. Hello and good day, everyone. Welcome to the closing ceremony and demo day of Nurture to Scale program. My name is Rizky Ramadan, Business Development of Endeavor Indonesia.
And I am Elvitra Augustine, Communications and Outreach for Endeavor Indonesia.
Nurture to Scale is a scale-up program for Indonesian startup powered by the British Embassy Jakarta through UK Indonesia Tech Hub and Endeavor Indonesia. Launched in November 2021, the program aims to nurture the startups, entrepreneurs in Indonesia by providing access to resources, knowledge, successful founders, key industry leaders, and mentors, all in order to scale up their business.
Yes, from a total of 99 applicants from 23 locations across Indonesia, 35 startups representing 8 provinces and 13 cities were selected to go through an 8-week program of workshops and mentoring sessions guided by leading business leaders. Those provinces are Aceh, DKI Jakarta, Banten, West Java, Central Java, Daerah Istimewa Yogyakarta, East Java, and North Sulawesi. Well, that's impressive, yeah, Mas Iki.
Wow, that is very impressive indeed, Al. Now, those participants join a high impact community of like minded people and together gain clarity on business growth and direction at scale and how to increase personal and professional growth as a leader and entrepreneur. They were able to discuss their business with experts from Endeavor Unrivaled Quality Mentors, UK Indonesia Tech Hub, and the wider Endeavor networks of business leaders and investors.
Yes, and the target of this program are startups who have a technology or tech-enabled business with a head office in Indonesia. We have around 5 sectors areas: health tech, COVID response, SME focused, green tech, and women empowerment business. Okay, what we have for today, Masiki?
Today is a very special day, Al. The program has now come to an end. Oh my God, I want to cry. And all the founders have gone through 8 weeks of workshop and mentoring sessions with various topics such as like leaderships, unit economics, product innovations, financial strategy, marketing and community buildings, culture buildings, sector networking, and
Mm.
funding and fundraising. They have prepared their pitching video to be displayed today in the demo day to seek further support from all of you, whether it is a potential collaboration, partnership, or even funding and fundraising.
And on this very special day, it even gets more special because we are having it live on an island. And precisely a virtual island where you can watch this in the auditorium, go to exhibition area and visit all 35 startups booth, explore the gallery to check out our community partners from 17 cities in Indonesia, take a photo in the photo booth in the lobby, and visit the organizers booth, UK Indonesia Tech Hub booth, Endeavor Indonesia booth, and Ever Idea booth as the island maker.
Now, before we go to the demo day, let's hear the welcoming speech by Rob Fan, Deputy Head of Mission to Indonesia and Timor-Leste. Mr. Rob Fan, the floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum, Shalom, Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Yang terhormat Bapak Arif P. Rahmat, Chairman Endeavor Indonesia. Senang Anda dapat bergabung dengan kami hari ini. Selamat siang to partners, supporters, and our participants. Semoga sehat selalu untuk semua. Thank you for your presence here today. I am delighted to be here in this beautiful virtual world to celebrate completion of the Nurture to Scale program and demo day for our prominent startups. Just a few months ago, the UK Foreign Secretary Liz Truss launched this program at Bogor Creative Hub during her visit to Indonesia. Since then, you have been learning and working hard. I congratulate you on completing the program and the UK Indonesia Tech Hub and Endeavor Indonesia for delivering it. What started as a conversation about ways to support Indonesia's growing digital ecosystem became this concrete intervention to empower 35 inspiring startups to grow in the market and beyond. You'll have heard us say that the UK is Europe's largest technology hub. Now Indonesia is emerging as a global hub for startups, technology, and innovation, powered by one of the world's largest economies, a rapidly growing middle class, and a young, dynamic population ready to embrace new technology. The numbers are worth repeating. Indonesia's internet economy has grown fivefold in 5 years. It was worth $44 billion in 2020, the biggest in the region, even before the boost given to e-commerce by the pandemic. With a number of prominent unicorns and a decacorn already, Indonesia deserves its reputation as Asia's up-and-coming tech hub. The Indonesian government is facilitating digital transformation in this market through its commitment to tech investment and growth. Examples of this enlightened approach include the Palapa Ring, startup acceleration programs, and the drive to raise digital literacy amongst micro, small, and medium enterprises. This encouraged the UK to step in with our own expertise in a number of areas of technology, from education, finance, and agriculture to healthcare and more. Impact startups are thriving. Startups with a social and environmental focus, which also generate financial returns. Government, business, and NGOs see the value in harnessing innovative ideas and technologies from startups to address environmental and social problems in order to reach our sustainable development goals. and build a more resilient economy. The UK Indonesia Tech Hub is on a mission to embrace these impact startups in Indonesia and nurture them to scale, helping them reach their potential globally. Programs like this one give us a chance to engage with key players in the sector, government and other partners, in a bid to ensure the sustainability of these programs. Today, we are celebrating the graduation of 35 startups from our Nurture to Scale program. So this is both a closing ceremony and the start of something new, a demo day for Nurture to Scale Vuturist, a virtual exhibition platform pioneered by the British Embassy Jakarta, the UK Indonesia Tech Hub, and Endeavour Indonesia. Congratulations to the 35 businesses that have completed the program with flying colours. You have gained knowledge, shared experience, and forged new connections. I wish you the best of luck, and I am certain that you are destined for success. Thank you once again to Endeavour Indonesia, industry mentors, and all the community partners that have supported this program. Sekali lagi, selamat untuk semua dan terima kasih. Thank you. Stay safe, and I wish you all the best of luck for your demo day.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Robfend. And I would like to invite Mr. Arif Rahmat, co-founder and executive chairman Triputra Agro Persada Group and chairman of the board of Endeavour Indonesia, to give a welcoming speech.
Good afternoon, everyone. Distinguished guests, Mr. Rob Fenn, Deputy British Ambassador to Indonesia and Timor-Leste, fellow investors, entrepreneurs, community builders, and startup enthusiasts. Warm greetings from the United States. My name is Arif Rahmat, and as the board chairman of Endeavour Indonesia, I'm excited to virtually welcome all of you to the demo day and closing ceremony of our Nurture to Scale program. I hope everyone is safe and doing well. In the past 10 years, Indonesia's growth accelerated by its dynamic startup ecosystem and fast-growing internet economy. On year 2021, Indonesia, represented by Jakarta City, ranks third on Startup Genome Study of emerging ecosystems assessed through major factors like performance, funding, market research, and talent. We all know that the right support system plays a huge role in increasing the ecosystem's chances of winning in the global startup revolution. That is the reason why Nurture to Scale program was created, a scale-up program powered by the British Embassy through UK Indonesia Tech Hub and Endeavour Indonesia that combines strong entrepreneurship ecosystem support and connections to the global level, making it the right place for any startups looking for a platform to grow. The program itself has successfully provides access to resources, successful founders, key industry leaders and mentors within the UK Indonesia Tech Hub and in the Endeavour Indonesia network. Since October 2021, 35 selected startups from 13 cities and 8 provinces, namely Aceh, DKI Jakarta, Banten, West Java, Central Java, DI Yogyakarta, East Java, and North Sulawesi, have gone through an 8-week program filled with high-impact workshops, mentoring sessions with successful founders, namely from eFishery, Karga, Kata.ai, Investry, Aruna, Shipper, funding societies, and many more, as well as affiliating themselves in a high-impact community where they gain clarity on business growth, direction at scale, increase personal and professional growth as a leader and entrepreneur, get access to unbiased advice from Endeavour unrivaled quality mentors, as well as access to UK Indonesia Tech Hub network. Today, in this demo day and closing ceremony, we are proud to showcase these talented and emerging entrepreneurs where they will present themselves and their business to seek further growth opportunities, such as collaborations, partnerships, and on top of all, funding and fundraising. Take your time to watch the demo day and walk through this Futurists, a virtual world where you can see the webinar and the videos in the auditorium, explore the whole 35 startups booths from 8 provinces and 30 community partners from 17 cities, as well as get to know us, Endeavor Indonesia and UK Indonesia Tech Hub in the organizers booth. We are inviting you to take action and support the growth and development of Indonesia's entrepreneurship ecosystem through this Nurture to Scale Demo Day and Futurist Expo. And at the end, we hope that the successful Nurture to Scale program participants can become the change maker in their respective cities and significantly give impact and contribution to the society. Let's dream big, scale up faster, and pay it forward. Have fun and enjoy the rest of the session.
Thank you very much, Mr. Robin and Mr. Arif Rahman, for the warm welcoming message. Now, before we enter the demo day, we will have a very impactful webinar session talking about investment forecast in 2022 with Endeavor mentor, Mr. Stefanus Hadiwidjaja, Chief Investment Officer at Indonesia Investment Authority, and Samantha Eden Evans, Head of International at Tech Nation UK as our speakers. We will also have Mr. Wayah Wiroto, Managing Director of Endeavor Indonesia, as the moderator. This webinar session will help us understand the investment trends, opportunities, and prospects of various potential business sectors in 2022. Without further ado, let's begin the session.
All right, thank you, everyone. We're going to invite Mr. Wayah Wiroto as the moderator for this session, and also Mr. Stefanus.
Good afternoon,
Hello.
everyone.
Let's call Mr. Stefanus on the screen, please.
Can you hear me out?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Pak Stefanus. How are you?
Hi, Pak Wayah. Hi, Elvitra.
Hello, Pak. While we're waiting for Samantha to join, let's have a short discussion first, short chit-chat while we are waiting. Thank you,
Okay.
everyone.
Sure. Great. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the webinar on the closing of the Nurture to Scale program that is conducted within today on January 21st. We have a distinguished speaker here is Pak Stefanus Hadiwidjaja, who is the Chief Investment Officer of Indonesia Investment Authority, and will be joined also later on with Samantha Evans, Head of International from TechNation British Embassy. So before we speak with our distinguished guests, I'd like to shortly kind of like read the biography of Mr. Hadiwidjaja. He is a well-leading investment executive with regional investing experience. Prior to INA, Mr. Hadiwidjaja is with Creador, a leading Southeast Asian private equity firm, where he was the managing director and country head of Indonesia and Singapore, and also the member of the firm's investment committee. So he led and executed a wide range of investment in the field of healthcare, consumer, and financial service industry. His proven track record include turning the ground, improving, and the evaluation of fit of the firm investments. So, Pak Stefanus, before we
Yep.
go, with your current position, could you enlighten us a little bit, because maybe not everybody knows from all the audience about the role of INA, Pak?
Sure. Thank you, Pak Wayah. Also, thank you for the invitation to speak in this event. It's fantastic. Actually, I also just know about this program. It's really a great initiative, and really hope that we can see a much more productive entrepreneur from this initiative. Thank you so much, Pak, for this. Just a little
Most
bit brief, just a brief, Pak, about
Yeah.
INA.
Yeah.
As we all know, INA is Indonesian first sovereign wealth fund. We are being set up early February 2021. So we've been around for almost 1 year. With the purpose of a few things. First is obviously to build the wealth of future generation. So we will invest the capital from the government to deliver a return that we will accumulate for the future generation. Second, we have the role to invest in the sector that can help stimulate the economic development and social development in Indonesia.
Mm-hmm.
And the other very important mandate of INA is to attract foreign direct investor, attract FDI. So
Okay.
by having us in here as also as a credible as an objective investor that try to assess an opportunity together with any global investor to increase the confidence, the comfort level of this global investor, so that they will be more excited and have more comfort to invest in many different sectors in Indonesia. So that's broadly our role, Pa. We are a $5 billion US dollar AUM as our capital. But the hope is we want to find deals, investment much bigger than this 5 billions, because we want to bring in the foreign investor to be our partner. So
Understood.
that's a brief, Pak Wayah, about INA.
Great. Thank you very much, Pak Stefanus. We have also Sam Evans here on the session. I'd like to invite Sam to join our discussion. Hi, Sam.
Hi there, how are you?
Great. Thank you for joining us. If I'm not mistaken, you are based in London, right, Sam?
That's right, yes. Yes. Very
pretty,
cold.
pretty early then in London, then, Sam.
A little bit, yeah.
Great. So let me introduce Sam Evans first. I'm going to read a very short bio from you, Sam, that we received from the team. So Sam works with tech startups and scale-ups to support the growth and success globally. Bringing over a decade of experience from the USA, UK, and Asia, Sam understands first-hand challenges and hurdles and resources and planning needed to succeed internationally. In her current role as the head of international at Tech Nation, she has built a new division of organization, scaling the company for the first time into 4 overseas markets like Japan, South Korea, Singapore, and Australia, and supporting more than 200 UK tech companies scale into the region within the first 12 months, using her commercial experience to focus and access to customers, capital, and talent. Thank you for being with us, Sam. We just had also an introduction of our other guest, which is Stefanus Hadiwidjaja, who is our Chief Investment Officer of INA. Sam, would you mind sharing with us a little bit about Tech Nation? Because maybe most of our audience here, I also myself, are not familiar with the role of Tech Nation. Would you be so kind to explain a little bit about your role there?
Absolutely, and thank you so much for inviting us in today. So yeah, thank you for that very kind introduction. So my name is Sam. I'm head of international at Tech Nation. I'm based in London, but we have people all around the UK. There's about 100 of us. Tech Nation is the leading growth platform in the UK for tech scale-ups, and we provide founders, leaders, scaling tech companies with coaching, content, community that they need to scale both domestically and overseas. So we do a lot of domestic growth programs to accelerate their growth. We've worked with many companies that you might recognize over in Indonesia, such as Darktrace, Wise, Revolut, Deliveroo, Checkout.com, and many others. And Southeast Asia tech sector is, you know, as you all know, is becoming record breaking with making headlines globally this year, even amongst the pandemic. So a lot of our unicorns, like the ones I've just mentioned, have actually built their presence in the region. So one of the roles that I have is working with the UK government as part of the Digital Trade Network, which is a new initiative by the UK government to really help our UK companies understand all the opportunities across the whole of the APAC region and specifically Southeast Asia. So we've had around 30 companies in the last kind of 12 months go through our acceleration programs in Singapore, but covering all of Southeast Asia from there. And our role, as you mentioned, is really helping connecting them with customers, capital, talent, understand the ecosystem, really understand the challenges. We run lots of different webinars and really successfully work with big multinationals to help them connect with UK tech solutions in the region. And actually, we hired our first person who's based in Singapore, but he covers all of Southeast Asia, and he's desperate to get over to Indonesia.
Yeah, we'll look forward to also connecting with him as well. As soon as all of these traveling arrangement with the Omicron gets better.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Yeah,
Great.
exactly.
Thank you very much for the explanation, Sam. Sam, maybe I can start with you first. We would like to get your, let's say, regional or international perspective on what has happened usually, especially on the investment landscape during the pandemic era. Maybe if you could share with us what kind of obstacles and, let's say, hurdles that kind of like, you know, challenges the startup community to scale up, like you mentioned, especially on the investment side.
Yeah, exactly. And I think from the European and the UK side, obviously I don't need to explain to you guys everything that's happening in Southeast Asia. You know probably way better than I do. that we've had record investment in the UK in 2021 with around about $35 billion, which is more than double of 2020. So I think obviously when the pandemic first started, everyone was unsure what was happening in the world and things slowed down. But then as most tech companies, their businesses exploded during the pandemic. So London-based companies alone raised nearly 23 billion in VC investment in 2021, which is, I think UK is third in the world actually, behind only the US and China around investment, which is actually around double that's achieved in the next biggest market in Europe, which is Germany. So we saw a lot of investment into fintech, healthcare, enterprise software, obviously with everyone working from home and everyone needing that kind of extra support. So we saw it actually accelerate in the VC investment across the UK. However, what I'm seeing with the companies that we work with internationally as they're scaling, exporting, doing business overseas, is the travel actually has made a big difference. I think a lot of us have got very used to being online video calls, but actually that real life face-to-face, building those relationships on the ground is just as important to the British entrepreneurs that we work with as it is for, the customers and the VCs and the tech community overseas. So I think that's been one of the biggest hurdles is the actual travel face-to-face. That's been a real issue.
Does it also affect on how to connect with, you mentioned that you also connect the startup companies with, the expansion of the commercials and also opening new market globally as well. With the pandemic issue and everything and so on, like you mentioned about the traveling, does it also affect on creating new markets across the globe? Or do you see that was not also an issue because of the Zoom technology or maybe all the online technology that is available?
Yeah, I think that culturally things have changed across the world and customers overseas are more open to having these relationships. I still think that we miss out on that face-to-face. I think that does make a difference. Earlier on in 2020, things definitely slowed down on companies exporting and doing business overseas. But what we see now is that companies are accelerating that. And we have different growth programs. And for our later stage companies who are the future unicorns or the current unicorns in the UK, we saw 60% of them highlight that Asia Pacific was their next most important priority market, which is actually quite a big change from the last, maybe 5-10 years ago, which is really part of what the Digital Trade Network is trying to do. We're trying to make sure that we're highlighting that, there's so much opportunity across Southeast Asia. And we work in Japan, South Korea and Australia as well. But it's really trying to get into them. Our companies need customers or capital first. That's why a lot of them look to the US because they see that as, an easy market, even though we all know it's not. It's very competitive. And I lived in San Francisco for 8 years in Silicon Valley. So I know that very well. But what we're trying to do is what we call our open innovation reverse pitching, where we work with multinational big corporations, really understand their business problems so that we can go back and find the right UK solutions and match make that. And we've been really successful doing that across Japan. So now we're really looking to build that a little bit more in Southeast Asia.
Thank you, Sam. Now, if I may move to Stefanus, since Sam mentioned that Southeast Asia is becoming a target, for the expansion of the companies, or let's say the startups coming from UK. Stefanus, would you mind kind of like sharing with us on the investment situation within Indonesia in 2021 or during the pandemic until up to now?
Sure. I guess, hi Sam. Good to meet you here.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So I think it's definitely a similar story, right? And I think I don't have to explain that it's really booming the tech investment in Indonesia, right? I think to the very least we witnessed another new unicorn, which is Ajaib, the company that is pretty much only like 2 years old, if I'm not mistaken, right?
That's
and then,
good.
countless large deals in many other verticals in technology, right? So I think in here we are entering a phase that more and more larger deals in many different sectors, right? Agri-tech, edu-tech, health tech, e-commerce, logistic, and so on, right? And for example, in logistic, we heard about the story of GNT, right? I think value at $8 billion, if I'm not mistaken. I think they've been around only for probably 7-8 years. Si cepat soon will be the next unicorn, also in logistic, right?
That's
So I
correct.
think a similar story to the UK story during the pandemic. It is another record year in the tech skin in Indonesia and believe in Southeast Asia in general, right? And and I think it's not only in the tech sector. If we see the equity market, right? Uh, 2021 is again the record year in many dimension in equity market, right? And most interestingly is the participation of retail investor, right? I mean,
Okay.
for the longest time, I mean, the retail participation, I don't have the exact numbers, probably only like 20%, my sense, but now is double of that easily. And we also see in the capital market another record year of IPO. We
Yeah.
witnessed uh, easily the two largest IPO in the history of Indonesia happened in 2021. One is the IPO of Bukalapak,
That's
one of
correct.
the largest e-commerce platform in Indonesia, and also very interesting. That is also the first IPO of a technology company. Second is the IPO of Mitratel, a $1.3 billion offering. I guess for UK standard, it's small offering, but for Indonesia, it's already the second largest IPO offering ever. Which INA and our friends also participate around 60% of that 1.3 billion. So we invest around $800 million in that IPO. And then we know about the IPO of Chimori. Like what I heard is like oversubscribed by almost 10 times. And then rates of valuation of Chimori is the second largest dairy company in Indonesia, and then reaching the valuation, I guess, is quite close to Ultrajaya. And Avian, the third largest paint company in Indonesia, is also a very large offering in the IPO. I guess the low rate environment also driving the rise of retail investor in the equity market. But all in all, 2021, when we face one of the, if not the worst pandemic ever during the month of April to June in Indonesia,
Yes.
but gladly through the amazing work of our government in pushing the vaccination and all the program to curb the pandemic, we went through that situation, and then we recover very fast. And thank God that on the investment side, capital market is really a record year.
Yeah. Thank you, Pak Stefanus. With the strong, let's say, positive attitude from the market itself. How do you? Let me just go to Pak Stefanus, and I'll go back to you, Sam. How do you see the incoming 2022? I mean, will the economy be in a much more positive way compared to the previous year, or do you see that there'll still be, quite a hurdle in terms of the economy to really bounce back, especially on the retail side or the consumer side?
Yeah, sure. What I can comment is in terms of the economy performance as overall performance, I'm very bullish that it will be a better year. The growth will be better in 2022, and this is primarily driven by the recovery of Indonesia from the pandemic, right? So
Yeah.
obviously all of us we are worried about the Omicron and so on.
That's correct.
Sam, I hope it's okay now in UK or recovering. But now hearing from the story in other country where thank God is milder compared to the previous pandemic. And again, back to thank you to our government that really pushing the vaccination. That I think we are much more prepared. I think I'm very confident we'll go through this situation, and hopefully it will not affect us that much. And I mean, the recovery is all itself is not like it will come. It's here already, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
happily, and although slightly unhappy, you can see from the traffic, right? The traffic
Mm-hmm.
now is like back to normal, right? That's another show of how fast we as a country we recover.
Yeah.
And I'm very bullish about this year. And it's not only about technology company, right? Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
technology company have benefit from the pandemic in 2020 and 2021, and they will still flourish, right, and growing
Mm-hmm.
even further. But the recovery for other what we call non-tech sector, although it's hard to say any of the sector is non-tech, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every sector, every company is a technology company enabled by technology, right? But the recovery of retail, which is really hampered by the pandemic in the past 18 months, the recovery of financial service, which also facing a lot of challenges during the pandemic, and many other sectors, consumer and so on. So we are very confident for this year.
Pak Stefanus, any, let's say, area or verticals do you see that will actually be the favorite of investors in this 2022?
I mean, it's hard to say, right? I mean, technology will always be important, right? And
Mm-mm.
for INE, it's probably hard for me to speak on behalf of all the investor, but let's see from ourselves, right? And then
Yeah.
from the beginning of the setup of INE, it's very clear that we want to play a role in stimulating the economic development of Indonesia. That's why
Mm-hmm.
we will play a big role in the investment in the infrastructure related area, and we will
Mm-hmm.
continue to do so, right? There are
Yeah.
at least four sector that we are focusing on now, for very big sector, and I believe
Mm-hmm.
many other sector, including our partners, are very eager to invest. First is the transportation and logistic, which include the
Mm-hmm.
toll road, seaport, airport, the warehousing to support the digitalization, the e-commerce boom, right? That's very, very big, very important sector, and we are working on investing billions of dollars in this sector. Second is the another important part of infrastructure, which is digital infrastructure. We
Mm-hmm.
know that the digital economy has been growing very fast. What I read is the usage of data in the past 5 years is almost doubling every year. So our role is not, of course, we also want to invest in the tech company. We are actually setting up our own fund to invest in the late stage tech, but equally or even more importantly, we want to invest in the infrastructure like
Mm-hmm.
telco tower, like data center, the fiber and fiber optic and so on, right? We will continue to do so. We did one investment last year. Hopefully, we can do one or two more deals in this space this year. Thirdly, healthcare. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very clear, right? Uh, we are lucky, and through the good program and management from the government, we can went through the pandemic. But it's clear that we need to expand our infrastructure in healthcare, right? From hospital, laboratorium, clinics, and also the pharmaceutical, the setup of the vaccination hub, and so on. So at least these three area, Pak Wayah, are
Mm-hmm.
very important for us. On top of the other things, right? We definitely invest,
Absolutely.
yeah, try to explore other things like the recovery of tourism. Right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
it's very clear, right? We can wait to go out and then travel. I think it's not only Indonesian, everyone in the world we want to travel. So we want to be a bit contrarian, and we want to invest and be prepared once the tourism is fully back. So that's
Yeah.
some example why.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Pak Stefanus. I think it's really encouraging to hear that the government is pushing the infrastructure. I know definitely that the digital part that the government is supporting on the infrastructure will definitely support all the tech startups, logistical wise as well. Definitely, that's one of the most important part, and the health sector, and also the pariwisata, or let's say the um, how does it in English, Pa Stefanus? Pariwisata is I kind of like lost the tourism. Tourism, yeah, got it. Sam, if I could go back to you, um, you've listened already about how's the situation in Indonesia. How do you see that relates on, especially on the regional expansion? I mean, I know that country wise, the challenge is totally different when it comes to global as well. Like you mentioned, you are expanding your tech UK tech company to scale up globally. How do you see that scaling up globally with the current situation in 2022, Sam? Would you see it as much more growing faster, or would it be more similar like what's happening in 2021?
I think I would echo a lot of what was just said around recovery of all nations, not just in Indonesia and Southeast Asia, but also in Europe. You know, with price rises and inflation, it's going to take a little bit of time for recovery, and I think that we need to be patient with that for the general public rather than just tech and every sector. You know, we're looking very much at our NHS, which is been fantastic through the pandemic, and we're really blessed with that in the UK. But there's still a lot of ways that we could improve and have it more efficient through technology. I think that is going to be really important. But I think that we're going to see an acceleration of companies doing business overseas for the UK. British companies have always exported and traded overseas, and we are a small nation with Brexit and, dare I say, Brexit, and the FTAs, the trade agreements that we're making around the world. It's really allowing us to open up doors and really change the way that digital trade is done in the UK, and really helping our companies kind of accelerate their growth. We see when we write reports like Tech Nation, and we're doing a current report about what trends are we seeing in 2022 across Europe and the world. And climate change is a global issue, right? So it's not something that's going to affect us or people across Asia. Everyone has to be involved in it. And the UK is really a leader in net zero technology and sustainability. And we can continue to see that really rapid growth in that area. One of our most recent reports around net zero companies in the UK is that they doubled in the last year. From the value of these companies doubled from around 24.4 billion to around 47 billion, something like that. So, the tech scale ups are really growing across the UK. And we have a lot of global net zero companies headquartered in the UK, such as Olio and Aveo Energy, for example. So I think that really reflects the global demand. And it's something that we're really working on with the government. We do a lot around R&D incentives and that kind of thing to try and encourage companies to be developing new technologies and really trialing that around the world. So I think that's something that we really are focusing on, and something that we're seeing a real growth of.
Great. Thanks, Sam. Sam, in relation to the British, UK, and also Indonesia relationship, how do you see the relationship between UK and Indonesia, especially in the investment side, and also let's say on the startup side as well, especially on let's say, if I may connect with the current program that we are doing, especially on the early stage companies that we are engaging right now. How do you see that potential of collaboration and even scaling up between UK startup and the Indonesian startup?
I think that from the UK side, we're seeing that that UK founders and scale ups don't really understand the opportunities, and that's what we're here to do. We're really working hard to change that narrative so that companies really understand. We have lots of campaigns across the UK to highlight the different opportunities. UK government is really established in trade and investment, is what we call it. So the Department for Trade and Investment is vast. And we have teams across all of Southeast Asia. We have a really amazing team in Jakarta who work really hard to understand what the ecosystems are like in Indonesia and in the UK and kind of fuse them and encourage both ways. And we also have a tech hub in Indonesia, in Jakarta, which is funded by the UK government, DCMS. And that team, I know that you know those guys there who are invited.
We're working together.
Exactly. So they are a really important part for us to have people in market there and a lot of people here in market. So I think that, for Tech Nation's point of view, we're very much about working with UK tech companies and helping them grow. And I think that helps a lot of different areas. But we also work with, we have a really amazing visa as well, actually, where people from around the world can come to the UK and work in the tech sector. And they don't have to have a company to sponsor them. They could be a founder themselves and look into the UK for investment. We have a lot of early stage investment in the UK. And that's where we kind of look externally to, maybe the US or other parts of Asia for the bigger investments. But the small, the early stage angel seed funding, Series A, we have a lot of that investment in the UK, of really good R&D tax credits so that you can really start to develop your technology and get some funding for that. So I think that there's the collaboration between the two. And I hope that, the ecosystem in Jakarta and in Indonesia can really see that the UK government are really dedicated to the region. We see the huge opportunities and we want to continue that collaboration and really encourage your startups and your VCs to come to the UK and understand what we're doing here, and vice versa. We're trying to help our companies expand to your country so that they create new jobs locally and really help with the economy there as well. So it is definitely a two-way relationship. And the more I learn about Southeast Asia, I've been doing this role for just over 12 months, is it's fantastic. It's so much that I didn't know even from San Francisco's side, coming to Asia. So we're really excited about the collaborations that we can have.
Thank you very much, Sam, for that nice explanation. Before I close, I'd like to maybe get the insight also from Pak Stefanus. Pak Stefanus, I'd like to get your insight, you as an investor. How do you see, let's say, company to invest within this upcoming, let's say, economic turnaround? How do you kind of like evaluate, especially for, just would like to share to get your experience, because 35 of these companies that is within our program are early stage and early seeds. Maybe they could also get some of your insights on how to start up their funding journey.
Okay, so sorry, just to clarify the questions, basically any inputs for these 35 companies
Yes.
on how to find investment or how to invest?
How to fundraise.
How to fundraise. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm not a VC investor, so what I learned is from just hearing from friends and so on. First, number one is just make sure your business is keep growing and keep doing well, right? So that's still the number one focus. So build the team, try to find your focus and so on, right? because you can create any kind of presentation. If the business is not doing well, then the business is not doing well, right? So that's still the most important thing, and will always be the most important thing. Second, network as much as possible. So I guess those who are in Jakarta, you are lucky because this is the center of the capital market. All the funds are based in Jakarta. But now the good thing about we are working from home and with Zoom and so on, there is no issue with the distance, right? So try to network, be a hustler, right? Is the word hustler is probably slightly overused in this segment, but it's true. You need to uh, trust me. You are only, whoever you are, you're only 2 or 3 degree separation to anyone that you want to meet, right? Try to hustle and then try to meet as many people as possible. So um, so that people aware about you. And thank you for the initiative of the Nurture to Scale initiative by Endeavor and also the British Embassy. Then this is really a platform for people to know about you, right? And try to find also another networking opportunity. My friend who are an entrepreneur just get selected by Y Combinator, which is one of the big names from US, and it's automatically connecting the entrepreneur to a lot of investor from all around the world, right? This is another example of jumping into a community, right? So I think that's what I can share, Waya. I
Yeah,
believe Sam will have a much better angle from the perspective of the
great.
the
Thank
tech
you.
player.
Thank you, Pastor Stefanos. Now, as a closing remark for Sam, I'd like to get your insights since you've been working in scaling up UK tech companies. What are your insights for these early stage companies in order for them to be successfully scaling up their business?
I think Stefanus, we really hit the nail on the head there. We're building a lot of mentor networks and different communities across Southeast Asia to help our British companies as they land, to really help them scale. So, from a scaling point of view, looking at the US companies that I've worked with over the years, as well as UK companies, Hustle is a world used a lot, but I think it's about taking risks and being brave and just going for it and really believing in your product and your mission. And if you're passionate about it, you'll get the right teams, the right talent who are passionate about it, and then everything else will fall in line. So that would be my biggest tip that I've seen. Be a bit
Great.
crazy about your company.
Thank you very much. To the two distinguished speakers, I would like to appreciate for your time and your contribution in this very important session, especially for the 35 startups that has concluded their program today. Thank you very much, Pastor Stefanus. Thank you very much, Sam. It was a very nice experience also for me to listen and learn from both of you. Giving back the webinar back to the MC. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the discussion.
Thank you, Waya.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for Samantha Evans, Mr. Stefanus Ade Hadiwidjaja, and also Mr. Wayah Wiroto for the session today. And some key takeaways that we note about how to fundraise. Be a hustler. Try to meet as many people as possible so that people can aware with your business. Join the right platform, taking risk, and be brave about your company. And now the moment that we are waiting for, the demo day sessions. Our startup participants each have created an amazing video pitching and presentation where they showcase their business and invitation to collaborate. Take a comfy position, enjoy the demo day and a bit of information. Also, their pitching video will be accessible in their own booth in the exhibition area after today. So please make sure you come again to watch their video while exploring their booth. And also the Futurist itself, this platform will be available until 28 February 2022. All right, please welcome Nurture to Scale Program Demo Day for the first two focus area, Green Tech and Health Tech.
Indonesia has fundamental problems in agriculture. We believe that cultivating with data by making standardization, cultivating with technology so that quantity is increased, and inviting young people to become farmers. That's why we creating an application that monitor cultivation that you can download in Play Store and App Store. Our first product that called Hydrospace with solar panel and smart sensor that connect with dashboard analysis. So everyone can monitor their plant everywhere and every time. In the future, we hope to be the one of the largest agri-IoT firm in the world. We sell our monitoring kit 3,500 per hectare. So it helps the field owner, farmer, and export farmer in the cultivation. We aiming early market in 1 million hectare that market cap potential for 5 million US dollar. Yeah, we are aware that we strong in this industry because we graduated from agricultural university and focusing to enhance farmer in cultivation. The exponential growth waiting us to cover their field in the last year make us more confident. We are very struggling to get market fit and we are ready to reborn in 2022. In the future, we want to be the largest agri-tech company that produce robot automation into the world class. So that's why we are need a booster to fast scaling by looking for 1 million US dollar to convert up 10% equity. We believe we can achieve 1.75x in a year. We are coming from similar background and very passionate in this industry. So we have the strong team that gather with us to deliver the value and impact in agriculture Indonesia. We are startup and we are keep growing up.
Pemakaian plastik sudah menjadi salah satu budaya kita. Berdasarkan data, sebanyak 380 juta ton plastik diproduksi tiap tahunnya. Setengah dari plastik-plastik tersebut merupakan plastik sekali pakai yang akan menumpuk di tempat pembuangan sampah. Masalahnya, sebagian besar produk plastik tersebut tidaklah ramah lingkungan dan membutuhkan waktu sekitar 1.000 hingga 10.000 tahun untuk terurai. Selain itu, styrofoam, salah satu material jenis plastik, tidaklah aman bagi makanan dan susah untuk di-recycle. Maka dari itu, EcoPlus ID mengembangkan EcoFoam, sebuah wadah makanan pengganti styrofoam yang terbuat dari limbah agroindustri. Produk kami juga dapat digunakan sebagai piring sekali pakai. Sementara itu, di tahun 2022, industri bioplastik secara global diperkirakan memiliki valuasi pasar sekitar 65,6 miliar dolar Amerika. Di Indonesia, pemerintah menargetkan penjualan bioplastik sebesar 540 juta dolar Amerika dalam waktu 3 tahun. EcoPlus menargetkan 10% dari angka tersebut, yaitu 54 juta dolar Amerika. Strategi EcoPlus untuk memasuki pasar adalah dengan membangun dua pilar, branding dan inovasi. Pertama, kami meningkatkan brand awareness EcoPlus sebagai bisnis dengan produk terbarukan dan ramah lingkungan. Dan kedua, kami akan mengadakan penelitian dan pengembangan untuk memperbesar dampak positif yang bisa EcoPlus berikan pada bumi, terus-menerus memberikan produk yang tidak biasa dan inovatif kepada orang-orang. Kami akan mengaplikasikan pemasaran berkelanjutan yang memprioritaskan kesinambungan profit, manusia, dan lingkungan. Kami akan menargetkan untuk menjual produk kami kepada perusahaan seperti retail, restoran, perusahaan consumer goods, dan supermarket. Hingga hari ini, kami telah menjual produk kami kepada restoran, kafe, dan tempat makan berbasis vegan dengan hasil yang memuaskan. Kami berkeyakinan bahwa produk kami lebih berkelanjutan dan terjangkau dibandingkan dengan kompetitor yang ada. Kami berharap yang akan datang, penggunaan plastik sehari-hari tidak lagi menjadi prihatin karena EcoPlus 100% ramah lingkungan.
Hi, my name is Endra Marsudi. I am the CEO and founder of Bantu Bumi, integrated plastic recycling manufacturer. Indonesia is currently in a state of plastic waste emergency with 6.8 million tons of plastic waste generated per year. On the other hand, Indonesia has an annual demand for plastic raw materials of 7.2 million tons, or equal to 7.6 billion US dollar in business. Supposedly more than 50% of which can be met by recycling plastic waste. However, data shows that Indonesia can recycle only 900,000 tons per year, or 14% of plastic waste produced. This has resulted in a lack of interest to use recycled plastic raw materials due to problems with, first, price, relatively expensive, second, quality, low consistency, third, quantity, difficult to maintain the amount. Therefore, Bantu Bumi exists as the solution for the industry. We cut down the long and inefficient plastic recycling supply chains by first, of many waste collectors. Second, recycling plastic waste in our own processing facilities. And third, selling recycled plastic raw materials at competitive prices. We connect those three things through an integrated system with gradual development. I built Bantu Bumi with the help of a co-founder. I have a background in business, management, and marketing. I have served as chief level in several startups for the past 5 years, including a startup that has recycling business unit. So I know the industry and can build network to this day. Meanwhile, my co-founder has spent over 8 years focused on developing career as a professional developer and expert in technology production. We have also an advisor, Wilson Pandika, the CEO and owner of Pan-Era Group, a corporation that has been engaged for more than 10 years in recycling PE plastic waste. He also served as a Secretary General of the Indonesian Plastic Recyclers Association. Since we started operation a couple months ago, we have managed to build a small recycling factory with capacity up to 3 tons per day, have 1 truck, connect with 7 waste collectors and 4 regular buyers, have beta launch web app for waste collectors, become the association member, and get incentive from Nestle for plastic waste collection. And we are just getting started. In the next 12 months, we plan to penetrate the market aggressively. Our product sample has just passed Namasindo's lab test, one of the largest plastic bottles produced in Indonesia, with Aquadanon as their client. And also, we are in discussion with Sosro to collect the plastic waste. So, if you are excited to be part of Bantu Bumi's journey, we are currently fundraising and seeking strategic advisor. Remember, our startup is not only an impact investing, but also a profitable business. My contacts are there. Let's talk.
Hi Changers, Chic is here. Sit with me and let me do a story tell about Buang di Sini, a waste management startup that fulfills raw materials demand for the plastic recycling industry. And I'm gonna tell you why we exist. So Indonesia is the second largest contributor of plastic waste worldwide. With the amount of 2 million tons of high-value plastic waste, only 0.7 million tons of them can be processed. A bit actually, meaning that we're losing of economic opportunity or potential, and no wonders the climate crisis keeps striking. And then there's another story about the waste distribution chain. It is beyond ineffective. Too long creates lots of spoilage. And then also the current economic value of plastic waste is so low, with less than $0.25 per kilogram. And for the manufacturing sector, they experience lots of contaminant. That is why trading waste for me hasn't been a thing for the society. But we're here for it. For our platform, we enable an efficient distribution chain where we offer higher economic value that motivates people to segregate their waste from the home, an easy pickup system, and other interesting features. Our users, or so-called collectors, consist of regular society, scavengers, and waste collectors. So by this system, we assist manufacturers to achieve their specific demand of plastic waste with a lower rate of contaminant. Therefore, we attempt to cut off from the conventional one, which causes spoilage, and to reduce waste in landfill. So within the total market worth of $2.2 billion, we have an opportunity of 35% from it, worth of $270 million. On the business model part, we take 5% commission per kilogram, and we also held a role to do the QC on the plastic waste before transferring it to the manufacturers or recycling company. For our traction, we've partnered with 820 scavengers and also 41 waste collectors across Malang City, Malang Regency, and Bali. Buang di Sini has also processed a total of 40 tons of raw materials and produced 28 tons of semi-raw materials. Not only that, we also partner with various entities from government, businesses, and NGOs. And not long ago, we've been selected to join the incubation program from Founder Plus Indonesia and Hetero from Startup. Well, I'm humbled to say that our team consists of people with such a diverse background and unique skill that complement each other. And for the sake of development, we are aiming to connect with mentors who are experts in this field. We're also hoping to have a larger network to voice our activities, and a financial backing of 500,000 USD for an 18-month runway to support our growth. Last but not least, with Buang di Sini, problem solve problem. Thank you. For future collaboration, please contact partnership@buangdisini.com.
Hello everyone, Agung Saputra. I'm the CEO and founder of Surplus. So we're a social enterprise. In 2019, when we were in ideation stage, and in 2020, we were in MVP stage, and we just launched the product in March 2021. So this is my background. I have more than 3 years experience as implementation consultant and 2 years experience as techpreneur. And this is the opportunity that we want to grab. So around 23 to 48 million tons food is wasted every year in Indonesia. So it's equal to the financial loss around 39 billion US dollars. That's why Indonesia is devoted as the second food waster in the world. So how if we can create a win-win solution ecosystem to tackle this problem? That's why we come up with this idea, Surplus. Surplus is a marketplace for local food businesses, hotels, and farms to sell their overstock and imperfect products at the specific time to the customer with a 50% off. And because we are first mover in this industry, so our market share projection is 50%. And in terms of the business model, so we tax 12 to 22% margin from merchant revenue, and we tax 0.14 US as platform fee from customer per transaction. And as the first rescue app while growing a robust community, we assure that we have created a high barrier to entry for potential or for non-direct competitor. And in terms of the traction, even though we have no marketing team at all, but we grew organically, and we got 25K apps download with 428% GTV growth year on year and 836% revenue growth year on year. And in terms of the partnership, we have been partnership with 1,000 merchants in 8 cities, and we have been partnership with 3 governments and 2 NGOs. And about the impact, we have been saved around 1 ton meals, and we have been prevented potential loss around 14K US dollar, and we have been avoided potential 30 tons of CO2 from the landfill. And in terms of the path to profitability, from 2021 to 2023, we will do some strategies in order to get more traction, such as corporates and FMCG tied up, hotels tied up, governments tied up, B2B2C, 1-for-1 model, and freemium model. And in terms of the investment, we are targeting $1 billion US for asset investment target for the next 18 months with the compensation 20 to 25% equity in order to get 43.8K transactions. So that's all. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Febi, CEO and co-founder of Neurofarm from Indonesia. Neurofarm is a digital farming company that aims to build a more sustainable agriculture ecosystem through technology. So every day at Neurofarm, we are solving one of the biggest challenges facing mankind: how to feed the world. Annually, $220 billion worth of crops are lost due to pest and crop disease. This is a threat for global food security and financial burden for farmers like Mr. Aceh, whose yield was decreased from 200 kilos to 40 kilos because of this problem. This can be solved, but existing solutions are limited. There are 35,000 agents to help 34 million smallholders in Indonesia, and it is challenging to find the right products for treatment. That's why we built Agritania, an AI-powered crop protection and management app that allows farmers to identify disease through a picture. Farmers can get comprehensive diagnoses, treatment recommendations, and access thousands of cultivation guidance, all in a single app. The only thing that the farmers need to do is just take a picture of a plant that looks unhealthy and send it to Agritania, and then our AI will be able to tell what kind of disease that affect their plants and how to treat it, including recommending the best products and treatment. Farmers can also access a wide range of products to our farm supply shop network in rural areas. But the magic doesn't stop there. By democratizing technology to the hands of farmers, now we are able to collect valuable data such as farm distribution, disease distribution, and many others. We are able to help farmers reduce crop failure rate and save costs in 2 districts in Indonesia. We are targeting 34 million smallholders in Indonesia as initial entry, and we aim to reach 3 million farmers in the next 3 years in food crops such as tomatoes, potatoes, and others. So far, Dagritania has been used by more than 17,000 farmers in more than 200 cities in Indonesia, and these farmers collectively manage more than 15,000 hectares of land. By partnering with local farmers, we're able to collect more than 150,000 data points since November 2020. There are several players in the market, but compared to them, we offer more end-to-end solutions. We combine O2O experience for farmers and huge integration amongst various data, such as weather, market, and other. The Ritania is a free app, but we charge $1.7 per month for those who want to access premium features. We also offer on-demand services, as well as selling inputs and open API as a service for businesses and government in the future. Our focus in 2021 is to build the infrastructure and integration for scaling. Going forward, we'll be unlocking the power of data to empower multiple stakeholders like financial institutions, all the way to government to create better policy and increase farm sustainability. Before Nurafarm, I previously worked at the two leading AI companies in Indonesia, and combined with my experience in agriculture engineering, we founded Nurafarm on the belief that the power of vision and technology can solve the world's biggest challenge of food security. So let's join our journey and build a more resilient and sustainable agriculture ecosystem through technology together. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Marvin. I am the CEO and founder of Baku Indonesia. Baku is a smart farming company. What we do is we build tools, we build IoT technology to help poultry farmers improve their productivity and reduce their pre-harvest waste. The fact that we are facing is the demand for food will continue to rise, and also around 10 until 30% of farming yield losses occur before harvest. That's a big issue. That's why Baku wants to be part of the solutions. The problems that we want to solve is inefficiency and waste during pre-harvest process. In relation with our work and SDG, our work is strongly related with point number 2, 4, and point number 12. And this is the focus of our work upstream. So from seeds until harvest. And next, this is the use case from our author, Parahmat. As you could see, there are a lot of waste during farming process, and all of them leads to farming management inefficiency. Therefore, we developed solutions to help Parahmat that will lead to clear visibility on farm environmental condition, monitoring of best production practice, and also recommendation of product handling. And our approach is using smart and precision farming approach, farming based on data. And as the first stage, we are focusing on monitoring. Second stage is going to be for controlling and automations. And the last stage will be full end-to-end traceability of our food production process and food production source. And as starting point, we are focusing on smallholder poultry farm. The unique selling point is real-time and actionable insights, user-friendly application, and easy to install and reliable hardware. Basically, we work based on 3 pillars: applicable, reliable, and also affordable. And this is to give you some information about total addressable market. In total, we around 17 billion USD poultry market farm. And these are the metrics that we measure. Consists of financial, customers, internal process, and also people in organization. And this is our journey and achievement so far, starting from the users that we help, farm that we implemented, supply of chicken protein, increase of livelihood, and also reduction of the carbon footprint. And this is the recognition so far until now. And these are the team that consists of expert in this each respective area, and a proven track record to deliver. And this is the query. So we explore collaboration in agriculture market, each 1 million girls. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dewi, and I'm the CEO of Crop Hero, your smart farming assistant. Being a farmer is hard. Unpredictable climate, uncertainty, pests, conventional farming that can be inefficient, and so much more. We absolutely need a good supply chain of food, and Crop Hero will make technology for sustainable agricultural ecosystem. We were just students back then. The funding for R&D came from winning competition. Our first step, we choose vendor farmer as the target because they likely more familiar with technology to minimize of customer action. So we develop a monitoring and controlling product that runs by mobile apps using IoT that make farming a lot easier as well as to increase the farmer. In our farming, the major problem is water shortage. So we reach the mountain introducing smart irrigation as our second step with friendly features and cost effective. Uniqueness are user-oriented design, scalable IoT infrastructure, flexible hardware, and small bandwidth so it can be used in a low internet area. Our traction is beyond expected. We can reduce the operational cost greatly by saving water more than 50%, manpower 40%, and decreasing mortality rate 15%. We have a big market size and aiming for 500,000 farmers that are already familiar with the internet. Crop Hero system is already proven. Our hardware sensor could last more than 1 year, and we are preparing for step 3 where we need investment for creating a greater impact. In our next step, we need 5 billion rupiah for the funding. It will be used for transforming Crop Hero into public apps that have a feature of business calculator for farmers, climate forecasting, and recommendation for irrigation and fertigation. Subscription fee is only 10K per month, and farmers don't need to buy sensors. In addition, we will make a Crop Hero point to provide a leasing service for monitoring product and sprinkle portable for irrigation. We want them to experience the benefit of technology without worry about the price while understanding our value. In step 4, we will release a post-harvesting technology in Crop Hero Point as well. And these are our core team that have a strong agricultural background. Crop Hero believe that innovation in agriculture are the best way against hunger and poverty, and they have made life better for billions of people. Crop Hero, your smart farming assistant.
Hi, I'm Darina from Kiosk. So reducing plastic consumption has been a great challenge. And with our refill vending machine, we're going to make it much easier and accessible. We make refillution happen. So we started this refillution from the threatening issue of the excessive plastic waste generation in Indonesia, in which the daily product that we're using contributes a big part of it. How that happened is that the conventional chain of the product cannot stop the plastic waste generation. From the producer, there's no alternative. In the retailer, there's no incentive in providing sustainable products. And for the customer, sustainable products are just more expensive and also inconvenience. Thus, the wastes are piling up in the landfill. Meanwhile, the regulation requires reduction for the manufacturer for the plastic waste generation. How do we solve this? Kiosk sees this as an opportunity. How do we do it is that we stop the plastic waste production at its source from the producer to the customers through refilling in our vending machines. And while doing so, we give benefit for each stakeholder. And so we have been collaborating officially with international and national FMCGs, and that meaning that our technology has been approved to be safe by these companies, and also the machines are located in the retail chains to lower the barrier for the customer to adopt. That being our unique selling points in the market. And so for the target market, we are engaging the ibu-ibu or the women in urban areas, as they are the biggest FMCG consumer in Indonesia. And for the go-to-market strategy, we have community engagement for both online and offline touchpoints. And so how we make our business profitable is that we have revenue sharing percentages for each of the stakeholder alongside with us. And we have been piloting this solution for 1 year. And in this 1 year, we have been collaborating with 5 FMCGs and opening up in several locations, including the biggest mini market chain in Indonesia, and having almost 3,000 customers, we have 61% of them returning. So this has been a great response from the market. And for the North Star of Kiosk in 2025, we want to enter the traditional market. And so for us to get there, we are now make strong appearance in the modern trade by expanding to more retail chains and also product selections and refining our machines to be much reliable and also efficient. And to make that happen, these are the impact-driven individuals behind the movement. We are part of NVU, the startup builder, and also collaborates with Algramo for the technology. And so, scaling up our business meaning scaling up the impact of plastic waste reduction. We are currently raising seed funding for the next stage research and development. Revolution is possible together with Geek. So, let's connect.
Hi, I'm Fernando. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Careful. Careful is a personal health record application based on blockchain. We empower caregiver, chronic disease patients, and those who are concerned about their healthcare to be able to store their health record and share it whenever and wherever they need in order to get personalized diagnosis. The key element to improve patient experience is by getting a better patient outcome. But this is very challenging due to the lack of medical record integration and data fragmentation. This condition also will increase the chances of late diagnosis or even misdiagnosis, cause the higher cost for patient in the future. With Careful, patients can store their health record either manually or sync through devices and partners in our blockchain network. This data can only be accessed selectively under authorization of data owner. This data might help healthcare providers to treat patients holistically and helps patients to get a better outcome. So why now? Personal health record has been in the industry for more over than a decade and never took off really high. But now, with blockchain and IoT technology, also with government roadmap at digital healthcare transformation, personal health record will take a bigger role in the industry. As for the market size, we took our focus into Java and Bali first to gain 10 million subscribers, which lead to potential of $400 million business. We have two business model, transaction and subscription model. For subscription model, B2B customers like pharmacy and corporate account can subscribe for using our personal health record. And soon, B2C customer can also directly subscribe for using our premium services. For transactional model, we do it in the form of SaaS platform through our clinic and hospital partners, and on-demand services from our application for direct consumer. What makes us focusing on interoperability and accessibility data. Data owner can share their health record to any doctor at any consultation platform in secured manner. We have strong and experienced team. Prior to Careful, I was leading one of IT security company, part of a public company, and lead them to expand into Asian market. My CTO also has more than 13 years experience in software development at financial industry, which is very strict with privacy data and security. With the advisory from our great mentors makes us a great combination team. Over the past 12 months, we get more than 5,000 users, 12 partners, and also onboard chronic disease communities to join our platform. We are looking for $1 million seed fund and a partner to help us growing rapidly and bring impact to 1 million users in the next 24 months. Thank you, and join us to build a better healthcare experience.
Hello everyone, my name is Satria, CEO of Cityscope. And in Cityscope, we are enabling doctors' collaboration through medical data comprehension. Back in 2015, we were involved in a car accident. We rushed to 3 different hospitals and we have to repeat all the medical procedures because the data is not transferable. The 8 hours delay from the time of the accident to the time when we receive first medical care gave us the idea of an integrated medical record system. So, in Cityscope, we are building a medical record aggregator protocol as a collaboration platform for the doctors and healthcare facilities. We use the centralized blockchain protocol where the key to open the medical records is owned by you, the patient. By this system, it is clear that the data will be owned by the patient and the facility will have a copy of it. We implement a flat charge that will be added to patient's invoice after every examination. For reporting to various parties through APIs, we are implementing charge to the clinic. We are developing this system to assist almost 70,000 medical institutions and 200,000 in serving more than 200 million patients annually in Indonesia. From that business model and market size, we are looking at 22 billion potential annual contract value. And for serviceable operable market, the number is at 1.3 billion, and that's the market size in Java Island, our current focus right now. Since our commercialization in April, we have 42 clinics using our system, 3 research deals with reputable universities, and 1 province deal. We have served more than 13,000 patients and collected almost 24,000 of medical record data in our blockchain. Our team consists of an ex-data verificator in national health insurances, a blockchain developer, and master graduate, and an ex-Fortune 500 project engineer. We will start our user-based activation in 2022. And in 2023, we will open a new revenue stream from data analytics services. And in 2024, we will utilizing our data pool to train AI-based products. Currently, we are looking for seed stage investment at $500,000 US. We already get 100,000 from a local VC, and the capital will be used to secure more doctors, clinics, and hospitals, and enhance our iteration and use cases to better suit Indonesian healthcare. We aim to be profitable in the next 18 months and multiplying the margin by adding revenue channel and adjusting the price. Together, we invite you to join us in developing a healthier Indonesia. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Flavia Sengkit, founder and CEO of Ikigai Consulting. We are the first holistic well-being platform in Indonesia that brings the philosophy of Ikigai to become a positive super system in improving the quality of life through a digital platform. And before I started Ikigai, I used to work as an HR practitioner with pretty decent career development, yet somehow I didn't feel complete. And to find out where that lack of purpose was coming from, I took pro bono counseling activities for friends or friends of friends, and I feel fulfilled. Then I had to face a life crisis. Got married, needed to resign, moved to a city that I wasn't familiar with, got no job, no networking, and got pregnant. Then that moment led me to understand better about Ikigai, and somehow it enlightened me to be grateful for all the aspects and support system in my life that I already have. And Ikigai was born to answer the high stress problem that is faced by 6 of 10 people in Indonesia, 60% because of lack of purpose, and 80% are caused by a poor support system. Thus, we are committed to provide a credible support system to society and help people to find their Ikigai. In addition to that, as a practitioner and psychologist myself, I found that all the administrative, taxation, finances, and marketing things are somehow burdensome. And with Ikigai, every expert can avoid all technical matters. They can focus only on how to serve their clients in the best way possible. Currently, we are focusing our solution on 20 to 45 years old people who are struggling to improve their quality of life. There are more than 40 million people, and 91% of them haven't yet seen professional help, and 47% are digital savvy. From there, we aim to obtain a potential total market of around 80 million people that equals to 65 trillion rupiah yearly. And our promises to both clients and experts are fast, competent, and confidential. With all the comprehensive secure platform, we offer the safe space for everyone in the area of mental health, relationship, family and parenting, career building and leadership, personal branding and public speaking, and financial health. And currently, we have where everyone can choose the one-on-one session, group session, or even the recorded program. And with just 1 year operation and 4 months implementing the digital platform, we have been attraction of more than 300 million rupiah with more than 1,300 users and more than 40 creative sensing. For the past 1 year, we have been trusted by more than 20 brands, including Tokopedia, RH, United Tractors, and many more. And this is just the beginning. I'm not building Ikigai Consulting on my own. Ikigai also has the co-founder and advisor, Magnus and Maxi Mulyadi, that have their expertise in marketing and running the business for more than 10 years. And together with the rest of Ikigai team and advisors, we are in the journey of reinventing the well-being platform that fits for everyone. And we are looking for $300,000 funding and mentors who partner with us to help and give the privilege to everyone to discover their best possible life. And thank you very much. Looking forward to collaborating with all of you in evolving the human race forward.
Hi everyone, my name is Ogi. I'm co-founder and CEO of Clinical. We are the fastest growing clinic chain in Indonesia.
With its 255 million inhabitants, Indonesia is the fourth most populous country worldwide. As a member of the G20, Indonesia is not a poor country anymore. However, millions of Indonesians still live in poverty and debt. We at Clinical are defining how primary and secondary healthcare is provided in Indonesia through a connected care delivery platform. Many internal diseases can actually be handled via chat and one meeting. An offline and online approach is required, not only teleconsultations but also monitoring. This is one of the challenges we see in hospital and clinics, not handling several symptoms. We want to go national now. Currently, we supply gradually in Jabodetabek. Our next target is Java and also Java. At the very least, our target is to be able to penetrate new cities every quarter. We give patients the healthcare they deserve while holding ourselves accountable for their outcomes. Our team live and work near our patients and understand their journey because they share it. Clinical already have 150 clinics available in Jabodetabek, East Java and West Java, and 5 financial partners and more than 10 OTC over-the-counter partners.
For the business model, we get 5% for appointment service aggregator, another 10% for procurement and added more services through clinic, and 1% for payment QR for the transaction at healthcare facilities. Our team members have an experience more than 6 years in the healthcare industry. We have Nurture Wayah as our Chief Medical Officer, has an experience in Harapan Kita Hospital. Our CTO is Alif, former and CEO Quiku, Asari Enterprise, and also Pak Budiman is our mentor. He is a former from NSS Group, one of the leading over-the-counter company in Indonesia, and also Dr. Fas as a former NCIO at Manado, one of the leading telemedicine at Singapore. Okay, thanks for the attention. Clinical commitment to community.
Hello, I'm Dr. Bimo, founder and CEO of ProSehat. ProSehat is a personalized healthcare solution. We have a high-touch care with the right technology approach. So last year, we helped more than 5 million health checks. Our sale has grown to reach $2 million USD, and we manage more than 300,000 health records. It's a growth of times. Our government partnership mainly help the COVID-19 pandemic telehealth and also the COVID-19 vaccinations up to 200,000 doses. We are solving the problems of people that currently seeking help only after getting sick. You can imagine 74% of population doesn't know they have hypertension, and pandemic has changed the healthcare and workplace forever. And now we have face-to-face and virtual visit as a new normal. Our solution for this is your personalized health solution for SME employees and family. We have virtual health assistant that help you navigate through the healthcare from the early symptoms with a telehealth IoT connected device, vaccinations, doctor consult. We have all this become a health dashboard to help the employers to manage their employee productivity. So ProSehat Virtual Health Assistant is easily accessed from WhatsApp chatbot, and also it can be embedded in HRIS employee app. You can easily consult online and call doctor to your place. And this data is very important for the employers to manage the productivity. Medical checkup doesn't have to be hard. So we help with the Kiosk Sehat, Cardio, and Smartwatch with a projected 11 billion from average $150 per year cost, and then 880 million USD target industry. It's including IT, finance, and also we will more focus on the serviceable obtainable market, around 88 million on acute and preventive care. ProSehat benefit as a future health ecosystem is an end-to-end solution with an O2O approach. We can help you, our team, myself, 17 years in digital health, co-founder Dr. Agnes, and we have more than 50 teams with various backgrounds. Right now, we are growing together. We want to grow together with you. We are fundraising $1 million USD for pre-series A, strengthening our O2O and predictive health tech. And we are seeking thriving professional to join our teams. You can check our LinkedIn page. You can contact me, scan the QR code to directly WhatsApp me, or send email to bimo@prosehat.com.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Edway Sheryl. I am the Chief Marketing Officer at Siku. Siku is a complete ecosystem platform for talent management. We provide you assessment, training, consultation, and performance management system. Siku was born in Manado. We are based in Tier 3 city, but it didn't stop us from getting $100,000 annual revenue. Everything started from a problem, of course. But I'm pretty sure that this problem occurs in most of the companies and individuals. It is how to get the right man on the right job and how people can get the right job, which is why we created Siku. We are ready to help corporates to get transparency and assessment process with the most efficient budget that can be adjusted according to your needs. Not to mention, we already have several big companies who's becoming our customer or our strategic partner, and one of them is Telkom. It keeps getting better. We have something more to offer. We also provide free psychological consultation for workers and for micro, small, and medium enterprises. So now, let's talk about our potential market. We have big market, and there are more than 5 million employment that we can target. Based on our current reality, we may start small with 25 clients, 6,700 users, but we managed to get revenue stream for $127,000 in 2021. And for our next milestone, we plan to get $1 million revenue in 2022, $10 million in 2023, $30 million in 2024, and $100 million in 2025. Well, that's a fantastic amount, isn't it? We believe that we can reach that milestone because we have a clear achievement and vision. We want to make psychological service easily accessible for everyone. We have diverse team who come from psychology, tech, and business background who are very competent in their fields. We invite you to become our partner by investing in us. We are looking for investors to fund us $3 million that we can use to maximize our human resources, our products, and growth. Do not hesitate to ask any questions or contact us. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nova, co-founder and CEO of Psikologimu. We are a mental health tech trying to solve mental health problems such as the negative stigma, no central database to seek help, high cost of consultation, and busyness. So if the users use our app, they can do affordable consultation and can consult anytime, anywhere while being discreet about it. We position ourselves as a complete mental health service with USP of we allow our users so they can select their own psychologist, dietitian, or coaches, while actually the other player will pair them. The users can do on-demand consultation and they don't need to wait or create an appointment first. If they use the video call consultation, they will do it in app, so they need to move to Zoom, Google Meet, or Line instead. We are taking 20% from every paid consultation on B2C, while the B2B, the company will pay us monthly or yearly so the employees can consult for free with us. With a chat price of $5 per 60 minutes, we're already making thousands of dollars monthly with the 500% marketing return. On new users, we are having them thousands every month with the CPA as low as 0.6, and actually 60% of them returning to the app. Total addressable market for 2020 was 1 billion and is growing 20% year on year. We are currently raising 600K for 30%, so we can grow 5 to 10 times in the near future. The money, majority will go for marketing. However, we will do it for our product so we can move from marketplace and do more than consultations. With the hundreds of thousands data we have, we will build our own chatbot and digital therapy. So the users can select whether they want to talk to psychologists or talk to chatbot and do digital therapy instead. With the similar nature of chatbot and psychological tests, we are currently building our recruitment tools for companies and aptitude tests for students. We are having it on the app right now on MVP level. We are also entering the O2O market. Even if the users do offline consultation, they will return to the app considering they will have the digital prescription. And we are entering the on-wage access considering financial always been source of stress and also adding financial planner service. On our team, me and my co-founder work together separately on Uang Teman and also Gojek, while the other partnership advisors, we add them because we want to enter the B2B, especially on state-owned enterprise market. Thank you. Looking forward to hearing from you.
Hi, I'm Rofisma from Synapse Education. Welcome to Synapse. We created this platform because we care about medical education here in Indonesia. Throughout the process of becoming a doctor, so many medical students feel the urge to have a learning partner because they tend to feel safe and more comfortable learning in a group, simply because it is a basic human need to have a support system.
What if there's a platform for medical students to study wherever and whenever they want to? Whether it's only for exam or simply they're in the middle of studying and just looking for a place to share or brainstorming with a mentor or even other medical students. That's exactly what we're trying to recreate in our class to be their medical learning support. Other than that, we know firsthand that after graduate, medical doctors still struggle to find the right place for them. And we intend to create a platform where they can not only share the information of medical issues, but also to share job vacancy and etc. We want to create not only a class for medical students, but also a trusted medical community.
The medical community that we're talking about is much more than just meet the eye. Our target includes the dentistry, the nurses, and also the pharmacy student other than medical student. We also want to create this program. Those includes the first one, the training camp program, where students can study with their own group under supervision of the mentor who will stand by until the program is finished. We want them to be able to book the class with only one click away from their phone because we want to make it easier for our students to book our classes. We want to create these apps, an all-in-one apps, not just to book our classes, but to also share the knowledge, the cases, job vacancy, intern program, etc.
We've come this far not to take a step back, but to scale up. And we're proud to say that we've reached more than 500 medical students to study with us, and more than 50 webinars with average 200 till 400 participants per event. An Instagram account with 19,000 followers in our first year, and a YouTube account with almost 6,000 subscribers. Synaps is under a company called Nawa Renjana Cakrawala, with Rofis Mais its CEO, Ronnie as COO, Atika as CMO, Daniel as Chief of Academic Team, and Dena as Chief of Operational.
So we will feel very lucky if anyone is interested and help us grow even more. With 500 million rupees, we want to build a ship of incredible teams, including the IT and the marketing team. And then we take our ship on a cruise to follow our real goals, which is to building an app called Synaps Digital.
If we are trusted with any kind of help from this event. But if we don't, we won't say that we come home with nothing. It has been such a great opportunity for a small startup like us to be surrounded by giants in many fields. So, thank you, Nurture To Scale program.
You're welcome, Synaps. I think I cannot more and can accept the hearing that from all that startups right now that we just watched right now. I feel so happy and really proud watching all the video that we just had. You know, from all that green tech sector, we just had videos from Buang di Sini, Surplus Indonesia, Kiosk, Bantu Bumi, Crop Hero, The Virtual Farmer, Baku Niro Farm, EcoPlus.id. Whereas from the health tech is we had Carrefour, Ikigai Consulting, Clinic Go, Siku, Psikologimu, Cityscope, and Synaps, and also Prosehat. I think I'm very, very happy. I'm really, really pleasure to have them. How are you?
Yes, indeed. Indeed, Masiki. I mean, if I may quote from two of the participants from Purbalingga, Central Java, and also participant from Banda Aceh, they mentioned that connecting directly with CEOs and founders in the Nurture to Scale programs community is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and they are very optimistic that they can build a high impact tech startup that originates from a rural area. Also, by joining the program, they hope all the knowledge and connections can be implemented to support the growth of a startup ecosystem in their area. And this shows a lot about the importance of the support system to be spread out across Indonesia, right, Matsiki?
Correct, very, very correct, Al. That is why we are creating this Nurture to Scale program. All right, now let's watch the second part of the demo day. And the next one, we will focus on the SME, woman empowerment, and COVID response. Oh, by the way, don't forget, for every investors and every collaborator, you can check out into the exhibition building and click the collaboration button to get known all the startups. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rachel Patricia, and I am the CEO and co-founder of Culture Academy Indonesia. So SMEs are now one of the breakthroughs in increasing economic growth in the midst of society to achieve good welfare. And this means that SMEs are the pillars of Indonesian economy. We see that based on the data here that unfortunately many product quality of SMEs does not meet international standards, resulting to the decline of exports. Even also, many of them does not have access to market. And so, Culture Academy is here as an edutech app providing the one-stop solution, and that being the improvements to your skills and product, as we also facilitate you in exporting. We are here with a clear vision and mission, namely to improve the quality of SMEs products in Indonesia and also build a trusted and profitable ecosystem in the fields of SMEs development in Indonesia. So far, we have 4 major features, and that being video tutorials that are validated by known companies in the export world. Second is live classes, where we have the best speakers at their specialties speak to you. Third is the one-on-one mentoring, providing the private consultation session with our qualified mentors. And last but not least, the fourth one is the market access, as we link these SMEs straight to the buyers from all across the world. Our market size is at 65 millions, with 18 millions as the serviceable available markets, making half of it our target. This is the comparison of apps serving similar features with us, and we can see that Culture Academy is the only one that covers all 4 points. The calculation of our business subscription model is at 60-40, where the 60% is for our mentors and the 40% is for our platforms. The margin of export that we have right now is maximum at 5%. Up to this point, we have successfully reached 300 million Indonesian rupiah, containing 1,500 of SMEs and half of them as active paying users. Collaborating with 46 villages and of course more to come, our monthly distribution of income is now at 1.1 billion Indonesian rupiah. We are also supported by leading companies here such as Genio Asia Logistics, Telkomsel, and even Kemenparekraf themselves. And as for 2021, our startup shows a very great escalation in the first 3 quarters, and at our third quarter, we have reached a revenue of 990 million. We wish to keep growing Culture Academy as we aim to the seed round, that being the 1.7 billion, and this funding will then be allocated 50% for our marketing, 30% to our module improvements and mentors, and the 20% is for our company. The big 3 in our company is myself as the CEO and co-founder, Henry as the CEO and founder, and also Steven as the CMO. We are mentored by 2 amazing advisors here, Pia Bruce, the co-founder of Angels of Impacts, and also Marali Bodhiputro, the CEO and founder of Temu. We are here with the same vision, that is leveling up SMEs in Indonesia and of course creating economic recovery, especially during this pandemic. And thus are the explanation of Culture Academy Indonesia. As I reach to the end of the presentation, I would like to thank you for the time and opportunity given to me. Please do not hesitate to ask any questions or inquiries you may have. Once again, I am Rachel, signing.
Indonesia is the fastest growing digital country in Southeast Asia. In addition, this densely populated country also has the highest total gross merchandise value in the food delivery service industry. One thing that can't be underestimated is homemade budget food. In this market segment, they tend to have high retention rates. In fact, the budget food market provides a penetration rate of nearly 40% of overall sales. However, in this business, there are still many obstacles that are often encountered by owners. More than 80% of the owners of popular homemade food brands on the internet are unable to develop their business effectively and efficiently. In other words, in the current area of the online technological development, they cannot understand it well. For the reason, catering is here to disrupt the that exists in the homemade food brand industry. We are committed to helping homemade food brands to become the global industry players. Hi, my name is Ahmad Bima Mufid. I am the CEO and founder of Garda Catering. Garda Catering is brand aggregator for homemade food brands. We operate a homemade food brand with small shareholding, giving us control as an advisor board during development. This method is often referred to as a roll-up investment strategy, providing value to the many small businesses that have been acquired to build an ecosystem that help each other. We have the selection process for homemade food brands based on their social credit on the internet platform. This means that the reputation and customer reviews written on the online platform they use are the deciding factor for us. The next method is to identify their experience in working on B2B transaction contracts. The more owners of the homemade food brand have a portfolio, the bigger our acquisition will be. Garda Catering service were launched during the coronavirus pandemic that was infecting the country of Indonesia at April 2020. By using an organic marketing approach, we managed to record a total gross merchandise value of around $18,000 in less than 2 years. And this number will continue to grow to make the world a better place to live.
Hi, I'm Intan, Partnership Officer of Commerce. Commerce, transforming the lives of Indonesian rural communities by unlocking e-commerce potential. Commerce is located in Purbalingga. It is a small town in Central Java, Indonesia. There are many rural youth who decide to go to bigger cities to get a job due to the limited job opportunities available on these small towns and the limited skills they have. On the other hand, as the e-commerce industry is currently growing rapidly in Indonesia, there are so many SMEs that decide to optimize their business on the internet. However, they find it hard to get skilled talents to help them. That's why Commerce provides e-commerce skills training for the rural youth so that they will have the skills needed by the industry that will enable them to be employed. And the skills include customer service, online advertising, and also marketplace admin. And then after the training, they will be linked with the SMEs that have collaboration with us. With around 60 millions of SMEs in all around Indonesia and around 10 millions of them have been on the internet, we target 1 million of them to be our customers. The SMEs actually have the other options to optimize their business on the internet, such as hiring their own talent, but it will be quite expensive because of the high operational cost, and also they can have cooperation with the digital agencies, but it will also cost a lot. The collaboration we offer is remote so that any SME in all over Indonesia can have collaboration with us, while the talent will work from our working spaces. Commerce offers a more affordable salary because Purbalingga has a lower minimum wage compared to bigger cities. We also offer a lower operational cost because the SMEs don't need to pay for an office rent because the talents will work from our working spaces. And all of our collaboration is remote, but the talents will be monitored and assisted by our talent lead. We have been in this industry since 2017, and during these 4 years of operation, we have been able to help more than 700 of SMEs, and we have trained more than 1,300 rural youth, and around 500 of them are currently working. We are also able to deliver around 80,000 US dollar a month to the talents. Commerce is led by Mr. Novi Bayu Darmawan, and he has more than 9 years of experience in the e-commerce field. Commerce is looking for funding for around 5 to 10 billion rupiah in order to maximize our product development to create a greater impact to the society. We also need mentoring for the technology and digital application development. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Aslan from Indonesia. I am CEO and founder of Gumugu. Gumugu is a no-code platform to create your own application, combine content, memberships, documents, and discussion into one place, under your dreams. We have a clear mission to create a paperless ecosystem in Indonesia through Gumugu platform. There are several problems that we need to solve. Digital transformations is expensive, and I need many applications to integrate, and I need coding skills to be able to develop products or applications. And there are many application providers, but the documents produced from the applications is comply with the rules in Indonesia. Gumugu is here to provide a solution to create an applications easier, cheaper, and accessible to everyone. With Gumugu, you can create one application free. And we have a default features like CMS, memberships, and documents generator. And also, Gumugu is a no-code platform, so it requires zero technical skills. So at the beginning of MVP, we made 4 main products and solutions, but after getting common traits from all products that we made, we realized that there are 3 main features that must be in the applications. And finally, we created one platform to create a various application with only less than 2 minutes to create your own applications. So these are the solutions. The market size for these solutions is very large in Indonesia, targeting the SME markets in Indonesia of 65 million SMEs with a variety of application needs, and this does not include the government sectors, which oversees all Indonesian people who will use their products. And the growth of these code products will increase by 65% in 2024. For revenue streams, we take it from subscriptions, storage, and domains. So now we are still bootstrapping and we need funding to develop our products and business. And yeah, this is our team. It's me as the CEO and CTO, and there's another who expert in design, marketing, technical, and operational. So that's all. Thank you for your attention. So this is my contact. Looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sigit Arifianto, founder of Lister. Lister provides applicable and personalized online language program for professionals. Lister is one of the rare startups that is profitable since day one. Currently, Indonesia is facing a big problem. Multilingual level in Indonesia is low. In fact, 96% of companies need multilingual employees. This means we need 58 million multilingual professionals by 2030. Lister is fully aware of this problem and would like to fill the gap. Lister offers 12 different language programs to help professionals pursue their personal advancement. At Lister, learning foreign language is made enjoyable and meaningful using the Lister methods. Students feel that our syllabus is designed with authenticity, topics are contextualized, and learning activities are closely connected to represent and simulate the target language in a real-world situation. The result is students can speak the target language very naturally. With a huge demand, we are targeting the B2C market segment and B2B as well as B2B. The estimated market size projected in 2025 is 145 million TAM, 58 million SAM consisting of all formal employees. And our target in the next 4 years is to get 1.6 million formal employees interested in learning foreign languages. Our solution has received a positive market reaction and successfully attract more than 5,000 paid students and 30 B2B clients in the first year. We currently have 500 tutors, 10 partners, and number will continue to grow. Our revenue model is buy on demand with more than 4 purchase options. Our average gross margin is 60%. We can grow profitably, but with the overwhelming demand, we are looking for funding to accelerate products with even more scalable technology. The investment of 700K USD, we will grow our revenue 4x in the less than 18 months, from 300K to 1.2 million USD. We are fortunate to have smart and experienced people to build this company. Pasukan is our technology advisor who is strategic and hands-on mentor. Berta is our CPO, is proficient researcher and educator. Ramata is our CEO, is expert in HR and culture building. And me, Sigit as CEO, people say I'm very good in sales and digital marketing. So let's make Indonesia better with your collective of 700K investment. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is May, CEO of Opera Business, a crowdfunding platform that helps SMEs who want to scale up their business but having limitation of fund, and to provide investors with an alternative investment through our development tools. Prior to starting Opera Business, I worked at a consulting firm and got the opportunity to meet my co-founder Alvita, and we shared the same passion to serve SMEs by building Opera Business with other 60 members. SMEs are the main driver of the economy in Indonesia, but only a few of them got to raise their fund. 70% of MSMEs have not really optimized digital financial services. There is a financial gap of 165 billion USD per 2020. Usually, young investors or pensioners have idle money to invest and would like to monitor the investment, as SMEs also have the need to raise working capital and can offer equity. Opera Business serves as a securities crowdfunding platform to connect the SMEs and investors with transparent and integrated features. First, SMEs can sign up their businesses through our website. Then investors with any size are enabled to buy shares of the businesses. The crowdfunding process will be held for 45 days. Then regularly investors will get business performance report. Our revenue model comes from consulting, management, and succession fee. 1 year after launch, we generated 13,000 USD revenue from SMEs consultancy, raised 40,000 USD from angel investors, got our Kominfo license, and secured 25 SME listings. The investment climate in Indonesia also shows a significant growth, depicted by the number of SMEs, number of retail investors, and crowdfunding industry. Our business is now at the MVP stage, with several tools for SMEs, such as valuation calculator, scoring, and e-voting for investors to monitor the business. We have partnered with institutions and organizations from various areas, such as government, academics, legal and accounting firm, and communities of entrepreneurs. We also connect with more than 100 investor members to get updated with our best listing and have their purposeful investment. Currently, we're looking for funding of 200,000 USD that we can allocate to optimize our technology infrastructure and more team members that can help the SMEs to adapt to the crowdfunding industry faster. We believe that investment should not have any barrier. Our business, co-creation for a meaningful growth.
Hi everyone, my name is Lita Hidraneta. I am Chief Business Officer of RMDS Nurture Data. We are a provider of data science training and consulting. So what is data science? It is predicted by 2030, 23 million jobs in Indonesia can be replaced by automation. The challenge is not to compete with automation, but you have to be able to join force with automation. So, how can you prepare yourself for this change? One thing for sure, you need to learn data science. Many companies start transformation process by combining technology and big data in their effort to digitalize and automate their business operation. Of course, to handle big data that is very complex and voluminous require a specialized skill to manage it. So, it is no surprise that many companies look for job-related data science, including in Indonesia, that view data as a new oil. So, at Nurture Data, we aim to provide solutions for two things. First, we like to provide assistance for people with non-IT background to learn data science. Second, we would like to assist companies that are traditional, non-IT related with their digital transformation and automation. We do this by providing non-IT background friendly and beginner friendly training. Currently, we have two programs, data analyst and data scientist, with international certification issued by Global Research Method and Data Science (URMDS) United States. We also have traditional companies with their digital transformation and automation through our internship project and consultation. As of today, we have assisted 4,000 students and 20 companies. Currently, we have 26 people in our team, under myself as Chief Business Officer, Farida as Chief Business Officer, and Alice Liu as our Executive Advisor. Our challenge is to spread this out to more people and companies so that they know the benefit of data science for them. Therefore, we need your assistance in first, mentoring to scale this up. Second, to connect us with more companies, universities, and schools so that more people use data science. Thank you.
Kulinerku, previously named Warung Makan, promoting food and beverage to local neighborhood. In Indonesia, there are more than 50 million food and beverage micro medium enterprise, but current tools have not been able to optimize them. First, not everyone can register on GoFood, GrabFood because they are online delivery services that require a lot of requirement and are only available in big cities. We can sell in marketplace such as Tokopedia, Shopee, but only suitable for dry food. We can also sell on Facebook group and marketplace because every district and city has its own culinary group, but you have to spam. That's why we provide a marketplace solution for selling food and beverage where everyone can register their sales in 60 seconds. Everyone can buy food, sell, give reviews in one application. We have many food categories. There is a feature to favorite the store and what reviews we have given. Each seller is sorted based on the closest location. For those who are interested, can directly contact the sellers or come to the location because there is a GPS location feature. There is a store information, what menus are sold, and the review feature. For sellers who want their sales to be more visible, they can buy ads, and in the future, we will take 5% transaction fee for pickup, delivery, and reservation. Our target market is about 20 million US dollar. Food and beverage micro, small, medium enterprises, home businesses, street vendors, food hunters, food lovers, and travelers. For marketing using Google Ads, and we also work with the several culinary communities in the Facebook group. This is Culinarku competitive advantage. Our position is here, a combination of ease of selling and having store information feature. Our traction is increasing every month. The numbers of sellers is currently almost 60,000 shops and 30,000 food and beverage products have been uploaded. More than 10,000 transactions to date. We get also positive reviews on the Play Store. We need 50,000 US dollar funding to add various features in the app, especially digital payment and more structured purchase automation. We have more than 5 years of experience in application development. We have incubated by several incubators and receiving funding from the ministry. Culinarku, promoting food and beverage to local neighborhood.
Hi, my name is Nur Anugrah. I'm organizational and industrial psychologist, currently building Generasi Cakap as your people development consulting. Generasi Cakap is developing an education and assistance program to help young generation to minimize their career gap and find the meaningful career through experiential learning. The problem that Generasi Cakap trying to solve is career gap. You know, according to the Central Statistic Agency in Indonesia, the number of employed people reached 9.1 million in August 2021. 80% students mismatch. That's why fresh graduate syndrome, lack of skills, and then bare minimum remuneration. This also have an impact to the mental health of young generation. So the problem is about career gap. The customer is the young generation, and now it's the product. We believe that young generation need to improve their skill set and also mindset to compete in labor market. Now we are talking about the solution. Generasi Cakap offering two business models. The first one is direct sales to the customer, and then the second one is indirect to corporate. Our core services, the first one is assessment, the second one training and workshop, and then recruitment selection, employee assistance program, career development program, the last one is youth development program. Since February 2021, we have 1 year achievement, include 19 live webinar with more than 1,000 total participants, invite 17 professional expert collaboration, and then we have 6 media coverage. Generasi Cakap also selected in Future Female Business School and Startup Scaling Program Endeavor Nurture to Scale. As a founder, I have two teams that support me along the journey. The first team is the team expert, and then the second team is my teammates who run the operation. Currently, Generasi Cakap is seeking for strategic partnership to scale up our business. We need partner in. Let's talk for follow-up discussion. If you are interested, you can meet me here.
Hi, my name is Cynthia, founder and CEO of JobHunt. So, JobHunt is a web platform where talents can explore their skills, find mentors, and find jobs. It's also a place for companies to find talent and develop their talents. We have three main services. First, JobHunt Academy, an intensive skills training class that helps talents understand theory, practice, and career preparation. And then we have JobHunt X Career, one-on-one mentoring with expert. You can find mentor from our marketplace. And then we have JobHunt Talents Hub, where we will matchmaking talents with the companies. Currently, we have 10,000 users, 300 mentors, 1,200 learners, 200 company hiring, 100 7 B2B clients, our revenue. 20% talents has already got a job from JobHunt. We are similar to other startups like Binar Academy, Purwadika, Skill Academy, and Lingkaran. But we can say that we have complete services for talents, affordable prices, and guaranteed quality. We are looking for funding and collaboration to reach 50,000 users and 5,000 learners in 2022. We use several business models as profit from class, sharing profit with mentors, and premium ads. So, if you like to take a part in this education revolution for Indonesian talents, if you like help us, please contact us. Thank you very much.
Greetings everyone, my name is Aska Madiha, I'm CEO and founder of Mungilmu. Mungil means little and ilmu means knowledge. In Indonesian language, Mungilmu offers life skills education platform for children. I'm going to start with an inconvenient truth. Indonesian children are afraid to dream. You might be asking, seriously, how come? And this is based on the data, as our President Jokowi says that Indonesia must shake off its inferiority complex. The Minister of Education stated that Indonesian children are facing crisis of confidence, and a survey from Ministry of Women Empowerment and Child Protection said that more than half of Indonesian children, dominated by girls, experience crisis of confidence. And this crisis of confidence in inferiority complex can be solved through education from early childhood, since this is the golden age for developing character. And our solution is to be these online education platforms specialized in life skills classes that encourage children to dare to dream. Our main service consists of three pathway, which is Sunrise Heroes, Little Adventurers, and Dream Chasers for the children since babies until 12 years old. And this is the examples of our classes. For example, upcycle craft, green city architecture, robotics, augmented reality, sign language, waste management, STEAM, and even circus. And we have more than 100 classes, and this is our current business model: subscription curriculum, freemium classes, school collaboration, corporate collaboration, and our future plan will include child psychology and inclusivity for special needs children, and also child talent development. Our current directions, we have more than 40,000 students with more than 50 teachers, with this Dream Pathway Index based on customer retention index around 30%, and our addressable market is around 40 million. So as we teach children to dream, we also have our dream, which is to become the one-stop solution for children's education to achieve their dreams, including to have LMS and MAPS dream pathway system. We have also psychology and inclusivity service. And for the budget that we want to seek for the 20% equity, which is for the allocation for development for teams, we are seeking 2 billion Indonesian rupiah. And these are our team. We consist of teachers and professionals, so more than 50 teams or 60 in our teams and tutors. We are professional in our respectable teams, and Mungilmu becomes the pioneer. So let's invest in the future through children's education and support our future leaders.
Hello, I'm Ilma, the CEO and founder of Playdate Indonesia. Playdate Indonesia is parents, schools, and corporates' partner in supporting the educational needs for children aged 4 till 14 years old. Her name is Lita, a mother to a 7-year-old son. She's a loyal Playdate Indonesia user. During pandemic, she's really worried by the fact that her son cannot interact with others other than people in the house. This is the exact reason why she tried to find online activities for her son so that her son can interact with others while gaining new knowledge. Imagine, there are millions of Lita out there. So, Playdate Indonesia is here to solve these problems by offering online and offline activities for children ranging from museums and other public places visits, virtual trips, self-development programs, digital skills such as coding, and interestingly, our customers are not only parents, but also schools and corporates. 7,000 children have experienced our both offline and online activities. So, yes, this is such a promising business. Our ability to create tailor-made programs that are engaging, hands-on, entertaining, and give the children the experience of learning straight from the expert has able to set us apart from our competitors. Playdate Indonesia grew a tremendous 850% revenue from 2020 to 2021. It was $6,700 in 2020 and became $64,000 in 2021. Founders of Playdate Indonesia are 3 women who are extremely passionate in children's education. We are fully aware that we cannot walk alone to be more impactful. That's why we are seeking for funding and partners to collaborate with us. So, if you are interested to develop Indonesian children education, do talk to us. I can be reached by email on playdateindonesia@gmail.com. Thank you.
Having worked in tech industry for more than a decade taught me that technology education is crucial for the next generation success. But unfortunately, it's not covered in national curriculum. This is the reality for 84 million Indonesian children out there. They are at risk for being left behind due to a lack of basic tech and problem-solving skills. My co-founder, Kartika, a university graduate at age 23, she decided to get married and left her 9 to 5 to be with her children. When her children grows, she wants to go back to work, but it was hard to find one with flexibility. This is the same problem as the others of 61% of Indonesian women. And yet, only 39% of them are in the overall workforce. So, what if we can kill two birds with one stone? My name is Shirley Rompis, founder of Studio Code, a live and on-demand technology education platform for children aged 4 to 15 that incorporates practical life skills, accessible and affordable. Since launching 15 months ago, we have scored 940% growth, attracted 1,100 students, and hosted 5,100 online sessions. We managed to squeeze our operation costs below 50% out of our revenue. How do we benefit the professional women we mentioned earlier? We recruited and trained them to become educators. Our platform matches them to the seekers of tech programs such as parents, school, corporation, and through it, they can book programs anytime, anywhere. Our educators receive up to 40% incentive for every session they do for us. A very promising financial benefit, isn't it? And also other perks like competency upgrade and the power to still be present to their family at home. The sharing economic model solution is low risk, technology driven, and create both financial and social impact. Not only do we run a B2C and B2B model in our business, but we are also thrilled to introduce the very innovative B2B2C model for the first time ever in this industry. For example, this product customization that added value to our partnership possibility with corporation. Now is the right time. While everyone's eyes are into technology and pandemic forces the acceleration of all things technology, we know how to carry on this mission to empower 5 million Indonesian children that will be the leaders of tomorrow in the world where technology will dominate. Our founding team, coming from tech and non-tech background and complemented with thinker and doer mindset, are the reason of our exponential growth. Invest in us. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Stephanie, a CEO and founder of Transforme. What is Transforme? Transforme is a one-stop learning platform for professionals that aim to help millions of young professionals to be able to reskilling and upskilling themselves. As we all know together, that the pandemic has changed our lives significantly, including the way companies provide their education and learning system. We realize that there are millions of people out there who are lacking of skills so that they experience career and income dissatisfaction. So me and my two other women founders believe that pandemic could never ever stop the transferring skills process. By providing continuous learning and training opportunities, we help them to improve their income and provide a big chance of employment possibilities. As we can see here, people across the globe will spend up to $319 billion to take online courses and even $8 billion to study abroad. Then, what Transforme provides? We're not only providing online courses, which are too boring and monotonous, but we also provide the community and the live online session for global professionals. We believe that knowledge itself is not enough. It must be equipped with practical skills, ecosystem, and the right curriculum. Our clients vary from last year's students up to young professionals. This is the market sizing Transforme can reach in the future. We can help 19 million people of SOM, which is worth for more than $125 million. For the past 12 months, we have run 3 types of business model. The first one is yearly subscriptions and individual and organizational learning access B2C2B. Some big companies and organizations believe to work with us, for example, Indonesia Teachers Association. So far, we've reached from more than 3,000 plus participants in our live sessions, more than 500,000 plus impressions on social media, and more than 1,000 plus yearly subscribers and paid clients that use our services. Doesn't it sound crazy for just over a year of achievement? We have acquired for more than $50,000 in a year for revenue, and that is why we need more investment to grow bigger and faster. From this, we need around $800,000 to be invested in our technology and people within 18 months. Transform me, enabling the change.
All right. Wow. Okay.
All right,
Al.
yes, amazing.
Oh my
So
God.
we just had three focus area from SME focused, women empowerment, COVID response. Thank you very much for Narasio Data, Lister, Warung Makan, Culture Academy, Oper Business, Commerce, Gumugu, Garda Catering, Mungilmu, Job Hunt, Lingkaran, Playdate, Skillful, Momo Plant, Generasi Cakap, Studio Code, Codemi, dan Transformi. And we would like to remind everyone again that all of these videos will be displayed in each of their booths that you can find in the exhibition area start tomorrow until 28 February 2022. So after today, you can always come back again here and explore the exhibitions.
All right. Now we are coming to the end of the demo day and the closing ceremony, Al. Okay. Allow us to recall back to our first journey on Nurture to Scale. This Nurture to Scale program idea came up with an impactful mission to provide a support system through a scale-up program for Indonesian startup. We received 99 applicants from 23 locations across Indonesia, selected 35 startups representing 8 provinces and 13 cities, and collaborates with 30 ecosystem builders and community partners from 17 cities throughout Indonesia.
Yep. And for 8 weeks, we conducted weekly mentoring and workshop sessions with different topics, namely leadership, unit economics, product innovations, financial strategy, marketing and community building, culture building, sector networking, and pitching and fundraising with the support of 50 plus founders and C-level mentors from the Endeavor Network.
Not to mention, showcasing them all, our wonderful startups and partners in this one-of-a-kind virtual island, Nurture to Scale Vuturist, that will be accessible anytime until the 28th of February 2022. We invite you to revisit again this auditorium, explore 35 startups booth in the exhibition buildings, walking around the gallery building, get to know us, Endeavor Indonesia and UK Indonesia Tech Hub in the partners booth in this lobby area. Don't forget to take a pictures in the photo booth in the lobby as well.
Take a picture, yes, and that is very important. Aside of taking pictures in the photo booth, take the screenshot as well. We would love to have your opinion. Take out from your holiday here in the island and share it to public. Don't forget to tag us at Instagram at Nurture to Scale. And one more important info is if you are interested in connecting with the startups for any kinds of possibilities, please hit the very right button in each of their booths so our team can help liaise with your needs.
Lastly, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you to all our partners, the British Embassies, Jakarta, UK Indonesia Tech Hub, and Ever Idea for teaming up with us in making this program happen. Thank you, all of our mentors and supporters for your knowledge shared every week. Thank you to all the participants, all 35 of you who's eager to learn, scale up, to dream big with us. Thank you to our community partners who have supported us in sharing this program throughout Indonesia. Ngalup.co, Cowork Inc., Cohive at Clapham, Impact Hub Jakarta, Block 71 Innovation Center, Girls in Tech Indonesia, El Samara Co-working Space, Angin, Innovative Academy UGM, Impala Network, Hellotif.
Best Incubator, Teman Startup, Satu Tanpa, Siap, Satu Atap, Trinity Academia, Stellar Women, Confi, Turbine, Co&Co, Go Work, Colabox Creative Hub, Meetup Coworking, S2Busy, Degrader Hub, Inspigo, Creative Digital Papua, Impactpreneur, and Herpreneur Lab.
Thank you to all visitors of Nurture to Scale Vuturist. Please share this futurist to your fellow college and friends and invite them to come until 28th February of 2022. And last but not least, the whole team behind of this program. Without all of you, none of this will be possible. I'm Rizky Ramadan.
And I am Elfitra Augustine. Thank you very much for attending this closing ceremony and demo day. Enjoy your time exploring this island. Elfitra and Rizky signing off. See you again soon in the next program.
See you
Bye-bye.
again. Thank you very much, everyone. Have fun. Have a great weekend. Bye.